going to be a great day. I am Nikki G, your host, and welcome to the Lone Doctrine. I am your weekly dose of constructive food for thought. This month, we have been talking about how to turn the bad thoughts into good thoughts, or in other words, how to turn down the volume on a negative mindset. If you're just tuning in, I invite you to start at the beginning of the month as we discuss the practical and actionable steps you can take towards getting your mind on the right track and living an awesome life. Side note, I say a lot of our mottos here at the Lone Doctrine a lot. Why? Because you might be new to our community, so therefore I want to welcome you properly, and also because repetition with many things in life are key. For those of you who have heard these mottos time and time again, my hope is that it continues to create the good energy you deserve. As we move forward in creating habits that put us on a healthier mindset, I like to provide many different perspectives. Today we'll be checking out how to flip your karma, 8 tricks to turn the bad into awesome by Zen Habits, which I'm a big fan of. There's lots of good food for thoughts at zenhabits.net. This blog post caught my attention because it starts off with the quote, "Fallen 7 times, stand up 8," which is a Japanese proverb, but all the very foundation of one of the most significant bands I've been in throughout my entrepreneur as a musician. The band was called Seventh Fall. But that's a whole nother story. Let's dig into tricks to turn the bad into awesome. Fall 7 times. Stand up 8. It's inevitable. Sometimes life just doesn't go your way. Your schedule gets all messed up. You fail to follow your exercise plan. Someone is mean to you. You feel like quitting something. You want to curl into a little ball and cry. Life deals out its blows and leaves us discouraged, angry, frustrated, depressed, drained. And once we're in that bad place, in a mood where we just don't care about anything, it's pretty hard to get out of it. But let me share a little secret to happiness and self-improvement here. All that stuff is just in your head. Yeah, it sure doesn't seem like it. It seems like the slings and arrows of life are all coming at us. It feels like we're a failure, but it's true. It's all in your mind. How can I trivialize horrible things that happen to you like that? By making it seem like a simple mental problem. Because that's what it is. And once you realize that, you are liberated. You have the power to change your circumstances. It's not an easy task, I'll give you that. It's incredibly, monumentally hard. Changing your mind and changing your life is a mental hurdle worthy of the Titans. But it can be done. All it takes is a few mental tricks and a lot of energy and willingness to keep an open mind. Here's another proverb. Worry often gives a small thing a big shadow. Let me give you an example. For the last couple years, I've struggled with exercise. I actually enjoy running and working out, but there are days when I don't feel like doing a thing, or when I feel under the weather, and those days can stretch out to a week, and that week can stretch out into a few weeks, and then I've fallen off the exercise wagon and it feels like I can't get back on. But then I use the first couple of tricks that I'll soon talk about, and my mindset changes. I switch on the positive attitude and realize that my failure to exercise is actually just a stepping stone to fitness success. I have faced many tests of my patience and character and failed not a few of those too. But through practice, I've gotten better. And while I'm not perfect, I know that I'll only continue to improve if I keep the same mindset. It's all in your mind. Here are 8 tricks I use to turn anything bad into something truly awesome. Number 1, the power of positive thinking. I learned the power of positive thinking while I was quitting smoking, and I used the lessons of that challenge to help me with every other challenge I've faced since. Quitting smoking, as most smokers and ex-smokers know, is supremely difficult. There are many times throughout each day, in the first weeks especially, when you feel like giving up, when you want just one cigarette, which leads to 2, when you just don't see the point of all the suffering, and yet if you realize that it's just the negative thinking, you can squash that negative thought like a little bug. Then replace it with a positive thought. I can do this. And you're back on the road to success. Recognize negative thoughts, squash them, and find positive thoughts to replace them. Works every time. Number 2, failure is a stepping stone to success. This is what I tell myself every time I fall. I get up, dust myself off, and start again. Each failure shows you an obstacle you didn't anticipate, and you can plan to beat that obstacle next time. Each failure brings you that much closer to winning. And you know what? Every single time I've told myself that so far, it's been true. I've succeeded. Getting back up is the main thing. Number 3, practice patience. This is what I tell myself when I get frustrated, when someone is difficult, when I begin to lose my patience. First, I vent somehow. Then I tell myself that is a great way for me to practice my patience. Sometimes I have to repeat this to myself like a mantra, but it works nonetheless. Number 4, learning experience. Similar to the stepping stone to success trick above, but it can be used for anything, not just failure. If I make a mistake, if I make the wrong choice, if I have a bad day, I just see it as an opportunity to learn. Then I review it in my head, trying to figure out what went wrong, trying to learn from my mistakes. If you see learning as a wonderful thing, as I do, then you can see every mistake as a blessing. Number 5, makes you stronger. That which does not kill us only makes us stronger, goes the famous saying. And while that's not always true, sometimes we can be left weakened and ruined. I've found it to be true in most cases. Something is difficult, I will be a stronger person for having endured it. This has been the case for me when I went through problems as a teenager, when I went through a divorce, when I had stressful and trying times at various jobs. I became a better person because of it. Number 6, test of your character. I like tests and challenges. It motivates me to step up to another level, to see if I can meet the challenge. This is true anytime you go through a trying time. See it as a challenge and try to meet that challenge. And when you do, you'll feel great about yourself. Number 7, turn the other cheek. Instead of taking an eye for an eye, it sometimes hits you, just turn the other cheek. I don't know many people who can meet this monumental challenge. I've tried it. It's not easy. And the desire to avenge any wrongs is hard to squash. However, I believe that even making an effort at this will make you a better person. It goes not just for physical wrongs to you, but anything that anyone does to you. They call you a name, thank them. There will be some people who say that you have to meet force with force, or people will walk all over you. To this I say, where does it end? And I also say, you are merely stooping to their level. Rise above the pettiness of others and become a better human being. And number 8, love your enemy. I wrote about this recently as one of life's greatest challenges, and it belongs on the list. When you have anger towards another human being, give this a try. If you succeed to any degree whatsoever, you will rejoice in this success. It's a miraculous thing. And I will close out this different perspective with a quote. A pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. By Winston Churchill. So I hope these 8 tricks to turn the bad into awesome flip your karma. Now remember, here at the Lone Doctrine, we're here to explore all kinds of means and mediums into making today better than yesterday. So listen again. See if you have an aha moment. And until next time, keep fighting the good fight.